Hey, this is Joshua. Daily video blog. A little bit windy out. Hopefully it's going to be chill. Let's see. Today's video, I was just doing a video about presentations and prototypes and whatnot. And I thought it would be cool to follow it up on one about grants. So I have never reviewed grants for like a creative work in an official capacity, but I have helped people who are reviewing grants in an official capacity and sort of seen what it is that the kind of frameworks work like, how the frameworks for applying for a grant might work, and how to sort of write the best grants. And I think one of the things that I noticed, I think the key takeaway I always saw in a lot of these grant applications was the necessity to one, focus on just telling the story of the project in as clear a way as possible, like a very kind of who, what, where, why, how sort of situation, like what is it you're doing, why are you doing it, how is it going to work. I've noticed that almost nobody cares about why you are justified in needing help. It's almost always just about like helping you solve your problem. Like your problem is time, your problem is money, your problem is materials, and this is what you're going to do. And I think the biggest thing I took away from seeing grants be reviewed and get written was that the grants most likely to be granted were not necessarily the best ones. They were the ones that felt inevitable. So like the person had such a clear view on what it is that they were trying to do that it just seemed like it was going to happen one way or another, whether they got that grant or not. And running along with that would be that having your shit together was a lot more important than having a compelling project, which might sound strange, but it's almost like anything else. We think when we make work that talent and concept and passion is the most important thing, and truthfully it is, but how the world receives that work is based on a lot more sort of pragmatic considerations. And I think when it comes to grants, it's like you follow those instructions as closely as possible, those guidelines, and then you focus on keeping it clear and simple and making it seem like it's inevitable that your project will be done one way or another. But it would be really nice, for example, for you not to have to rob a bank to do it, and instead for them to give you a check for $4,000 or $10,000 or whatever it is you need. But it's definitely one of those things where like everything else, these granting foundations want to roll with the winners. You know, they basically want to throw money on somebody that is already moving up. So your big job is not to convince them that you need the money, it's to convince them that you're doing this thing one way or another. Or at least that was my kind of take on it. I hope this helps. Sorry if it's a little bit more rambly than usual, but I don't know. Shit happens. Enjoy.